Hello, 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 hello. Can anyone hear me? We are counting down to 10 seconds till the stream officially starts. So, yes. Is everyone excited for the stream today? Alrighty. Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, there's trying to capture a few things. Yeah, trying to get the thing recorded. Yeah, I apologize for the minor inconvenience, but yes, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my stream. I am Zach, your Twitch host for today, and I'm going to check and make sure that everything is working. You know, making sure that everything is all set and you're going to be able to see the thing. Okay, everything's all there, and yeah, just let me set. All right, let me just like double check on some try. Yeah, this is kind of, as I said before. Hey Malcolm, I'm doing all right. Just figuring out some streaming stuff, making sure that I got everything all taken care of and all that stuff. Trying to find some. Trying to like make sure that I got, you know, everything all set up and stuff. So but yeah, everything's all good. Just trying to like make sure I got everything all set up and stuff, and make sure trying to like make sure I have enough room to see the chat. So I'll probably just like leave this here. And yes, alrighty, welcome to my my stream. Today we're gonna be animating the we're gonna be animating a scene for a new episode of The Outcats, featuring a character named Marilyn, played by the lovely, talented Lakila Porter. If I hope I got her, hope got their name right. Let me double check and make sure. Yeah, Lakira Porter. Yeah. So yeah, I'm doing all right. Malcolm, let me double check and make sure that my mic is on. Yes, it is on. Yes, I am easily paranoid. I want to make sure that I get this streaming all handled up. Let me put in a color card. Probably bring down the... oh, don't do it like that. Probably like bring down the hue a bit. Bring it down to 80, so that way I can see the thing. Yeah, everything's going good, Malcolm. How's everything going with you? I should probably type it in to see if you can. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Just doing a second stream. I did a stream last Sunday, but I didn't get a chance to record it and post it on Twitch. But hopefully I'm gonna try and get some scenes done today. Yeah. It's been busy doing cleanup on a few projects, waiting on some voices for some TikToks I'm working on. Oh, cool! That's awesome. Happy for you. I'm excited to see what those TikToks are. Yeah, and oh yeah, I'm also thinking about like doing some TikToks as well, some like short type TikToks, cause seems to me like Billy and Janny Time Travelers did okay. Like it wasn't like it's gotten like a bunch of views and it's gotten a lot of like gotten like some likes. Like I believe Billy and Jenny on Twitter's got 3,000 views, and it's gotten 25 retweets and 126 likes, and 26 people bookmarked that. What a bunch of pervs! But I appreciate it. But yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, like I said, Malcolm, I can't wait to see what you're, what you're gonna, what you're gonna do on TikToks. And what was that? What was that? I hear a little notification. Did anyone give me a follow? Curses, like, dear Lord, it's so weird. Yeah, no, I got a bunch of tabs open. If anybody's gonna be like asking, like, holy smokes, he's got a bunch of tabs open. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I'm very ADHD about my about like having certain tabs open. It's kind of nuts. I should probably work on that. But yeah. Alrighty. So I'm gonna be animating this scene in episode 4, and it's gonna be just mostly like a one shot of Marilyn, just kind of like just being all, talking about how how she like, yeah. Well, that's good, Malcolm. Yeah, that creator versus OC's TikTok, I did really pull in some numbers. Yeah, I think I should probably like I should probably redo my my creator versus OC TikTok, because I feel like it'd be really interesting to see how far I've improved in terms of drawing skills, and in terms of like animation wise. I mean, like I don't think I'm that great of an animator or draftsman, but I'm improving slowly and steadily, and yeah, honestly, like I'm kind of just like trying to improve as much as I can. I've been taking some online classes. I'm actually doing 21 Draw, which is a class, sort of like a class type thing where like you learn how to draw it in 21 days or something. And I'm doing one with David Perez, who is a character designer that worked at Warner Brothers, Sony Pictures, all that stuff. And yeah, I think like maybe I want to try and try and improve my drawing skills, and just like try to just improve my skills and just try to be better than where I was, like a few years ago, maybe a few months ago, or maybe yesterday, And I'm really learning some cool stuff from David Perez. Like, like I've got his book, his digital PDF, and like I feel like seeing someone do it in real time, I feel really helps me a lot, because I feel like it can show me like how to do it in real time, because I feel like I'm more of a visual person than someone that's like illiterate, but or not illiterate. That's someone that that tends to, I'm more visual than like reading stuff. I mean, I do read, but I feel like with the brain that I have, I feel like my brain tends to be a little too fast for me to process things. Probably have some auditory or either like auditory processing issues, and I think like what helps me is like audiobooks. I feel like audiobooks can help me like take in information, but yeah, okay, so enough about that. It's 12:29. Let's get to animating. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today, but here's what the audio is gonna sound like. So for context on like what this scene's gonna be in episode 4, um, there's this new character named Marilyn, played by the lovely Lakira Porter, and she meets up with and she sees Jesse, Preston, and Larry just like relaxing, just like having a chill day, in the junkyard, Gabriel's junkyard and stuff like that. And Marilyn comes in and she's like, "Oh my God! Hi there! Mind if I sit with you guys? Like, oh, you guys seem kind of cool. I want to sit with you." And the trio is just kind of like, but and then like Marilyn just like comes up, and just like, "Oh, thank you, all that stuff." So and this is one of the scenes that follows up to that, where Marilyn says, "Wow, you guys seems like a cool bunch of street cats," And then here's what Marilyn says after the line that I said. So take a listen.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly. The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly.
Okay, so that's the audio. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna see if I can animate this to the best of my abilities. It's a long scene for sure, so I'm probably gonna have to like break it down to like certain steps, and maybe like maybe just like do the keys, and maybe like have someone help me do the maybe help me with the in-betweens, or maybe like I don't know what. I'm just figuring it out, as I go along. I'm kind of like, this is like my first time tackling this scene, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm excited to work on this. I hope that let me find the right brush to do rough animation. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a good brush. Okay, let me put on the rule of thirds. Let's see if we can get rid of this. Yeah, but yeah. So how many people are still in the chat? I know there's like 3 viewers right now. So to anyone that's still in the chat, say yes, Queen. Hey, Brenda. Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Thanks, Brenda. Alright, so let's get started on animating the scene. I'm probably just gonna like start with like thumbnails, like animation size thumbnail. Oh, before we do that, I should probably import an image for a reference. So that way I could have the image with me, so that way like I know what type of character I'm animating, so that way like I know what they look like and not forget what they're what they are. My suggestion is lay out everything first, then do the poses. I'm doing the in-betweens in case I'm down to doing in-betweens in case you need somebody. No, that's cool, Malcolm. Yeah, no, definitely. Like, yeah, Matt. Yeah, no, I mean, you helped me, like, clean up one of the scenes in episode 4. So, yeah, no, that'd be really great. I think, like, I'm just gonna, like, I think just, like, I think, like, in terms of, like, layout, just, like, I already have the scene storyboarded. This is one of the scenes that I have. This is the original storyboard version.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly.
Yeah, so that's kind of like how I storyboard. Well, mostly like it's been a while since I've storyboarded anything, so I so I should probably like do some more storyboarding and add some portfolio stuff, But let me find the comments. But yeah, yeah. I think like yeah, I'll do like a rough layout of like how what the character's gonna like where the character's gonna be. Oh, so you got it. Usually I draw over the animatic, but that works too. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean like yeah, like for me like I just kind of like when I do like a storyboard and I'm like animating on my own, I just kind of like have a sense of like where the character is gonna be, just kind of like it's kind. I mean, like of course, like you gotta lay out everything and all that stuff. So definitely, yeah. Like I guess like I'm just kind of like someone that kind of like is trying to find their own groove and all that stuff. So like even if like I know certain things, like it's like I'm always like open to like learn new things as well. Like even if like it's something that I probably heard before. So yeah. So yeah. Let me just like extend this so that way like I have just have a little bit of reference. But yeah, no, I mean like yeah. I don't know if I'm talking too much. I apologize. I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes my brain is multitasking and thinking too many things. My brain has so many things inside their head, you know. But yeah. Alrighty. Marilyn thumbnails. Okay. So in this instance, what I like to do is I kind of like thumbnail everything out, but what I do is like I kind of thumbnail it, you know, animate like thumbnail animation is kind of like it's like just like simple, simple shapes, nothing, too, specific, just kind of like simple shapes, just kind of like
The last group I tried to the last group I the last group I tried talking to
I'll probably just like extend this a bit and then kind
the last group I tried talking to
I'll probably like lower the the resolution on this for a bit, so that way, like, you know, it's not too distracting, you know, when playing a rough animation.
The last group I tried talking to.
I haven't seen Zootopia yet. No, I know, like, it's already out. You know, I'm trying to, like, you know, people are talking about it. I've been, like, super. Yeah, I need to, like, find time to watch new movies. Like, I think, like, the last movie I kind of saw that was, like, in theaters was the movie Wicked. You know, like, I thought that was a really good movie. I love Wicked. I actually saw the musical, the Broadway music, not the original Broadway musical, but the musical Wicked back in Rhode Island at the PPAC, the Providence Performing Arts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. Okay. Let me just around this.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what.
Okay, so maybe still kind of like try talking to through me. So maybe kind of like in case everybody's just like checking in right now, I'm doing the thumbnail process of Maryland Scene 6 right now. Kind of just like playing around with certain things right now. Just getting the basic blocking done. You know, kind of like yes, this is part of the process. Yeah. Yeah, like I know people like to draw small thumbnails, you know, kind of like, you know, on like one singular piece of paper. And I like doing that as well, but for me, I kind of feel like, you know, just like doing the thumbnail process as like an anime, sort of like as like it was like if I was like animating like the first time, or just like, you know, as if I were like animating, you know, very good keys on a you know, on a few, you know, few frames, and just kind of like fleshing it out on like on a different layer, you know, kind of like just like getting the basics of the, you know, of the animation down before I do rough animation, you know.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in.
And I noticed a little something.
I tried
Just gonna try and fix that a bit. You know, I know it's not like it doesn't need to be perfect.
The last
but,
group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God.
But like I figured, you know, like I might as well like, you know, just kind of like out of the way so like it doesn't distract me too much. Oop! Accidentally hit the X on the wrong frame. Okay, so kind of like that. Yeah, just do this. Oh, cool! You're animating something too. Nice, and you're polishing the posters right now. That's awesome, Brenda. Yeah, can't wait to see it once you're done. Show it. I think it would be cool if you show it to me once you're done, or if it's something like an NDA or something that you can't show. You know, that's totally fine. Okay. Let me... God. God. Okay, just let me open up a camera so I can look at myself, you know, for a little bit. God. God. Okay, so something kind of like okay, so let me just it's kind of under NDA. Yeah, no, I kind of figured, yeah.
What?
Personally, I do thumbnails in either Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint and then import the poses to Harmony. But this technique works just as well. No, yeah, no, that's totally fine. Like, whatever works for you, you know, that's great. Honestly, like, I'm just kind of like, I feel like this works for me a little more personally, you know, but, hey, man, like, whatever works for you, you know, I'm glad, you know. Also, if you hear any noises that, you know, that sounds like, you know, people, you know, walking and making noises on the top floor. Yeah, I apologize for that. You know, they tend to do that a lot. You know, they tend to make noises and move stuff around a lot. Like what they are doing right now. I'm kind of just like, you know, it's kind of like it's a kind of an annoying thing, really, to be honest.
Talking
think once I finish up with the thumbnails, I think I'm gonna take a quick break, so that way I can just like not stress myself out too much in terms of animating. Yeah, it's either probably gonna be like one of those short type streams, or it might go on a bit long, depending how I'm feeling, We'll see how it goes, like before doing this, I've just kind of been mostly just like, been taking it easy, trying to not do, not, stress myself out too much. Kind of been like, been a little fatigued out lately of this year. Kind of I mean, first off, I had COVID when I back in September. So yeah, that was fun, and thankfully it was like mild, so like it wasn't too serious, but like I feel like some of the fatigueness like never really quite left, like it's not like like, oh, it's so bad, I can't do anything. It's more like there's just like certain days where like I have certain amount of energy, and then for some reason like I just get tired out easily because like I've been like drawing for like a few hours or something, and working, and and I think like being around other people, mostly crowds, kind of tires me out a little bit too much, Oh, God, sneeze. No, pardon me. Okay. I got some stuff on my Cheers. Yeah, it's I'm back. Yeah, just kind of had a little. Anyone still here? Just I want to check and make sure that there's some people still here, during the stream. Just kind of
Like being.
Let's see how it's going so far on the animation. Gonna play.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered
let me see if I can slow it. Alright, let me start from the beginning a bit.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly. The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what.
Let me fix that dispose.
What? Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly.
Okay, I finished up the thumbnails. Let's see how it goes.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly.
Alrighty, so what do you guys think of the thumbnails? I'm gonna play it on repeat and
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly. The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly.
I think what I can do for this is maybe turn the body kind of like in this direction. Maybe leave that alone. Kind of just like do this. Kind of like that. And then kind of go right here. This. Yeah, that seems a lot better, you know.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly. The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly. The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly.
Okay, yeah, no, that's yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, alrighty, well, alrighty, so I think the thumbnails are working well. I think right now what I'm gonna do is do like a first pass on the rough animation on the keys, maybe add some breakdowns, and yeah, I think maybe do like some maybe straight ahead animation or maybe pose to pose animation type thing. We'll see how that goes, you know. I do really want to up my animation thing a bit, you know, because I feel like I don't know, I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm kind of like more of a limited animator type of person, but I do feel like, you know, because like I have multiple people working on this. I have Malcolm helping me on a few scenes. I have Andrew Kiyako. No, Andrew Kaiko. I should have asked what his last name was, yeah, yeah. When a character gets way angry and gets close to the screen, he could be lifting his hands to express his frustration. Yeah, she could probably do that. Let me check it out. maybe. I don't know. I feel like I think like for this I probably need to play with the expression because like this is just like simple thumbnail stuff right now. So like I think like if it calls for like the for like when she gets too close to the screen, I'll probably see if that can work. But I feel like for the close up when like Marilyn gets close to the screen, I'll just see. I'll just play around with. Let me just add a, you know, then rough keys. Okay. Let me just like add this, but yeah, I think like let me just play around with it a little bit and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, okay, so it's 1 p.m. I think I'm gonna take a 5 to 10 minute break right now. I'll probably come back. Just probably need to do a little stretching right now, but yeah, hold on tight, everyone. We're gonna be taking a quick break, and we'll be right back. So yeah. That's weird, huh? Hmm. That's weird. Okay, so like I know that like I have the screen kind of like set up. So either way, I think either this is the thing. Like I know that like this is I'm taking a break, but it's not showing up. I mean, aside from like the edit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. We'll be taking a break, guys. Yeah. See what I mean when I say this is like my first time. Um, this is like this is me streaming for like the first time. Yeah. Be prepared to see more, more errors coming from a guy like me. So yeah. Alrighty. So we'll take a quick break and I'll be back. So yeah. And we are back. Hello, everyone. Yeah, no, I'm back, and I think I'm getting the whole streaming thing figured out a little bit. Um, it's a little, it's a little new to me. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I think I think what I'm just gonna do is probably just do like a rough pass on the keys, and then probably call it a day. Don't want to spend too much time on it today. You know, trying to just like get some stuff done. How many people are still in the stream? I saw that there were like five people, and now it's back to three. I should probably do this. I think okay. Forgot to. Okay. Okay. You know, since I'm streaming, I wonder if I could let me see what I can do. Trying to figure some stuff out. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I think I figured out a way to kind of not to get certain things going. Yeah. Alrighty. So, in case you're still on here, I'm doing a rough animation on Maryland for a new episode of the Outcats. right now. I'm just kind of like just give me some rough key animation stuff right now. Let me see what's going on in the chat. How many of you guys are still in the chat? I know that this type of thing is kind of boring. You know, I apologize. You know, it's just kind of, like I said, I'm still new to this whole you know, this whole streaming thing. So yeah, you know, give me so yeah, if I make some Ooh, my laptop's getting a little overheated a little bit. Yeah. I wonder if I can raid some streams while I'm streaming. That'd be interesting to see. That'd be interesting to see. I'm trying to rate some channels.
Greetings, ZachCartoonist Raiders. Hope your stream went well. Mods, can we get a shout out for ZachCartoonist? We are reacting to the Lag JPEG show at the moment. If you need to hop off or hydrate, no worries. Thanks for bringing your community. :3.
They're streaming live. It's going good. I'm live streaming right now. And thanks for the shout out. What? I'm confused. Hi. Like, welcome on. Nice. Hi. I'm just arting. I don't know how to respond to that. Welcome.
Okay, so that was kind of cool. Yes, yeah. Okay, time to get back to animating. Anyone in the chat right now? Okay, so I think like I think like what I'm probably gonna do is probably like do a few more keys, and then probably call it a day. You know, cause like probably like a few more keys and then call it a day. Cause I think I don't want to overheat my laptop. I'm also kind of like animating on Toon Boom on my laptop, and still been so far pretty good, you know. I got like 20 followers now, so yeah. Sorry if this wasn't like a really long stream, you know. So I wonder if anybody's in the chat right now. I think I'm probably gonna try and do some streaming on different days. Maybe like maybe do Wednesdays. You know, find a good day to stream and see how that'll go. So that way, like, you know, that way, like, maybe like I need to stream on a different day to maybe garner some more followers and stuff. I don't know. This whole streaming thing it's all so foreign to me. I know like there's a lot of stuff out there that's like that shows like you know like how to stream and all that stuff, you know. But I probably need to look into it more and probably like you know probably just probably like look into it more. But let's see how the keys are looking so far.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what.
I think like after this, I'm probably gonna like after this key, I think I'm probably gonna call it a day. So that way, like I don't overheat my laptop. You know, just want to make sure that like it's still functional after the stream. Which I mean it is, you know, it's still functional. I'm just kind of an over warrior type of thing. But yeah, just streaming. Let me probably just like do this real quick, kind of like this. keys.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what.
I think, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good for now.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what.
Yeah, I'll do the rest later today, or later when I get a chance to. Ooh, what you drawing? Robot Mackie Prod. I'm actually animating. Hi, Magpie Prod. I'm animating a scene for my web series, The Outcats. It's a new episode that I'm working on. If you haven't seen, what's up? Yeah, no, thank you for hopping on. Yeah, no, I'm really excited to. I was thinking about like maybe like calling it for today right now, but I think like I'm probably gonna. I think like since like you messaged me, I think I'm probably gonna keep on doing this for a little longer. Yeah, so yeah. This is like the second time I've been live streaming. This is all new to me. You know, so I'm kind of like I'm kind of new to the whole streaming type of thing. So if there's gonna be mistakes during the streaming, bear with me. You know, I apologize if there will be, but yeah. Ah, yes, cool. I have seen your other episodes. Fair. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. What do you think of the series? Hopefully you liked them, and hopefully like you want to see more of them. I'm trying to like find ways to trying to find ways to get more funds for my show. You know, I've originally started as a one-man band, but then I kind of realized, I probably need a little more help than than what I realized, So, like I have a Patreon, I have a coffee page, just looking for like anything to help me get to help me get going. You really like it, thank you, especially the animation. It reminds me of early Disney movies, very expressive. Thank you. Yeah, no, I grew up watching Disney when I was a kid. Actually, Disney's Tarzan was the first Disney film I ever saw on VHS. That was the film that actually inspired me to go into animation, believe it or not. And I've seen all the other classics, like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and all the all the classics, when Walt was alive, like Pinocchio, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, all the classic Disney stuff. But I also grew up watching a lot of old Cartoon Network shows, Nickelodeon shows. Grew up watching reruns of Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Popeye, just like stuff that that really influenced me a lot. So yeah, I grew up watching a lot of really cool stuff growing up as a kid. And yeah, let me do something real quick. Yeah, no, I ever since I saw Disney's Tarzan, that was the film that wanted me to go into animation, because I was really amazed by the like it was something that I've never really seen before. The the way that they that they told the story visually, they did the music, and how the story was told. I felt like I really resonated with the story in a way, because it was about a man that was growing up with gorillas and was trying to find his place, so. And I'm kind of like trying to find my place within this world. It's still kind of like it's kind of a little hard for me to figure everything out, you know, because like I'm still like trying to figure out where I belong in this world, but you know, I'm sure I will one way or another. Sorry not to be noisy, Nelly, but I do animation as well. But it's very simple and never do like the rough animation you're doing right now. How does that help your process? I'm trying to learn how to animate better. That's okay. No, don't worry. Be noisy as you want. You know, maybe. Well, let me say it this way: be as reasonably noisy, you know, as you can. Don't be all like you know, like trying to, you know, trying to figure out where I live, or trying to be all like, you know, like, I don't know, be all stalkery. Which like I know you're not. You know, just saying, you know, but but this type of animation that I'm doing is mostly just like it's mostly rough animation. It's mostly using simple shapes to construct. Um, you know, it's basically frame by frame hand drawn animation type of deal. It's basically the stuff that I learned from Disney animators. From that I've learned from ex Disney animators. I went to school for animation, and I've learned traditional animation from these two guys named Dave Pruxma and Dave Kuhn. They were my first animation mentors that I've really had, and they showed me how to do rough animation, just like, you know, just like be very rough and loose with your drawings, and just kind of like, you know, do the key poses first before you do any breakdowns, any in betweens. If you want, I can send you some YouTube tutorials on some animation stuff. You know, just like so that way, like, you know, if you wanna learn about animation, you could totally like you could learn how to do 2D animation on your own time, you know. There's like a few people you know, that I recommend that I think you should really look into. I'll send you a few links, and be sure to grab onto it before you go. Sure, I definitely need to try doing keyframes, then make the in between when animating. Yeah, and there's some good YouTube, some animators out there that do really great animation tutorials. There's Toniko Panchoa. He's a really great animator, and he worked at DreamWorks, and worked at Netflix, and yeah, he's a very good very good source to check out. And there's also these other tutorials that I feel like, you know, that I think would be best to check out. And okay, so yeah, check out these channels, and you can totally like go online and ooh, let me see if I can also check out. Let me share this to you, and make sure you got everything before before the stream is over, so that way like you know, so that way like you didn't forget anything. Okay. Sound like a plan? Okay, so check out these people. The just look at these people and just click them all. I got them. Okay, good. Okay, just want to make sure you got everything you need. But yeah, and when doing these types of stuff, you know, when looking at your favorite, you know, looking at these tutorials, just look and find the ones that you feel resonate with you the most, and you know, try to understand, you know, what you feel works best for you, and be sure to not overwhelm yourself, which is something I need to remind myself every day as well. You know, I always fall into the trap sometimes of what if I'm not improving fast enough, or what if I'm not, you know, like I'm trying to understand what they mean, but I can't seem to do it for some reason, you know, that type of thing. But you'll get there. It just takes time. And, you know, just time, patience, and the willingness to grow and allow yourself to be, you know, to keep on learning. Because learning something new all the time, you know, you never stop learning. If you think that you've learned everything, you know, then you're never gonna learn and grow. You know, so keep on learning, keep on growing, make mistakes, learn from them, and try to do the best you can. You know? Hopefully that made sense and you were able to follow what I was talking about. I'm just finishing up the last key here. And let me just do something real quick. You're right, because it does feel pretty overwhelming sometimes, especially with how many techniques you can learn. Good evening, Needy Dragon. Is it noisy? Needy Dragon. Oh, what's going on? Did somebody give me a follow? Somebody give me a follow? Or what's going on? It's also so new to me. What is this? What is this feeling so sudden and new? I felt the moment I laid eyes on you. Fire truck! Fire truck is going! Look at the fire truck, it's going! Look at it be wailing. Woo, woo, woo. All that type of stuff, yeah. But okay, let me see. Hey, did you see the new Wicked movie? I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the new Wicked movie. I'm really looking forward to seeing it, especially like hearing the soundtrack. You know, it's like really good. I actually saw the original musical, version, not the original Broadway musical. You know, kind of wish I could have seen it. You know, but I was just a little baby back then. Didn't know much about Wicked, you know, at that time. But I really loved the first movie. It seemed like a really great first movie, and I really want to try and get a chance to see the second one. But as I was saying, I saw the original musical version at the Providence Providence Performing Arts Center in Rhode Island, back when I was like living there, and I remember just like being blown away, loving the musical, really loving the show and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the sequel. You know. But they ruined Wonderful. Well, I mean, like, since like it's a movie version, you know, I mean, there's bound to be some changes and stuff that maybe people may not like, you know. I mean, I heard the soundtrack the movie soundtrack for Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good, and I didn't mind. You know, I didn't mind the changes that they did for the Wonderful sequence. You know, I kind of thought, you know, like I thought like Jeff Goldblum and Ariana Grande did like a good job. You know, I mean, it's not going to be like the original show, you know, but you know that's kind of expected. You know, I just expect things to kind of not be like the you know, not like the show, but you know, like. I mean, it's really hard to adapt a movie musical to the motion picture, you know, to like a movie going audience, so. But I'm really excited to see what how Wicked, how the sequel's gonna be. Do you like musicals? One of my favorites is Newsies. If you're talking to if you're talking to me, yes, I do love musicals. I love musicals such as West Side Story, Rent, The King and I, Sweeney Todd, Into the Woods, Company, Wicked. I what else did I like? I mean, I do like the Phantom of the Opera. I mean, it is kind of flawed here and there, but I do kind of like the music. But Newsies, I definitely need to check out. There's a lot of things that I haven't seen, and I know there are lots of people that are gonna be all like, like, you gotta see this and this. It's so good. I'm like, like what, like I'm always worried about like, like if I watch something, I'm worried about being disappointed because people are hyping it up so much and all that stuff, and I'm like, what if I don't like it and all that stuff, But I just gotta learn to just like watch it and take it as is. Sorry, just getting a little sleepy. Alrighty, so I finished up the key animation, mostly like the first pass. I did some thumbnail stuff. Let's check out the thumbnail pass.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly.
Okay, and we'll check out the keys to see how the keys the rough keys went.
The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly. The last group I tried talking to threw me in a dumpster for God knows what. Some say I was talking too much, but I think they just don't like being bothered unexpectedly.
Okay, I think it's coming along well. I do think that there are certain things that I feel like I want to try and fix on like another pass. I'm gonna call this the first rough pass, since this is mostly just like rough. Nothing's final and all that stuff. And but yeah, no, I think I'm gonna call it a day right now, because I just spent like a few, like maybe like 12, 15 on this, and I think like I'm probably gonna I think this is a good time to call it a day. But yeah, to anyone who came onto the stream, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed what I showed you, and I think what I'm probably gonna do is that, like, I've recorded this whole stream, flaws and all, so I'm gonna try and post this on Twitch, and maybe that could probably get some traction here and there or something. I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring out the whole Twitch streaming thing, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all next time. So yeah, have a lovely day to you too. So yeah, bye.